looking for the second. Sorry. I'm just trying to. This is 24th floor, right here. I don't like how it's like it's like a fire symbol right above it. It's up, please. Number 4. Oh, what the heck? I pressed it. You guys going up with me?
Okay, sounds good.
Are you going to 4?
Yes.
That's what I pressed, and then it took me to 2. I'm going to 4 too. Do you work at the district attorney's office, or are you going? Okay. I'm here to deliver some papers. So, I know everybody's probably at lunch, and this is probably a bad time, right?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Not a good first impression. I don't know where I'm going, so I assume it's right here. Hey, it's nice meeting you. My name's Robert. You too. Information here for everybody. How you doing?
Yes.
And I got some signs up here on the door. And here's the district attorney right here. So we'll just hang out until they have a second. He's on the phone. Hello. Let's see what this is. Notice of non-security advice. Hello. Can I do mine now? I'm doing well. I'm here to file some paperwork that I just filed with the... I'm sorry?
With the courthouse?
No, I filed it with the city of Chula Vista. It's a board of complaint with them.
Okay.
But the problem is we're having issues in the city of Chula Vista of getting referrals made. And so within the Board of Ethics, they can make a referral, but they're not making them. And so I'm filing it with them under a different terminology than what everybody else recently filed under. And so I'm trying to get clarity, if I'm not from you directly, because I'm just here to file it with the district attorney, right?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, we'll see if it's something. I'm just trying to give you the preface to where I just was, that I just dropped this off. I'll even show you, it's a signed, dated copy right here, right? This is not the one I'm giving you, but I'm trying to show you that it was just dropped off today, right? And then... And I don't. Do you have a second? Because this might take.
Because the phone was ringing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I want to make sure that they didn't hang up.
Yeah, if you ever need to take the phone call or something, just tell me. Hold on and do your thing, because this might take a second. You know.
No problem.
So let's start with. I also submitted this CPRA that is relevant to this information.
Yeah.
Okay, and it may come up with the city's attorney, but I submitted that at the same time I submitted this at the city. And so, just a little breakdown so you understand why I need to do this. Within the code here of the municipal code for the requirements on the Board of Ethics, right, they give you these to fill out, okay? And the list here and here are all the options you have per our municipal code.
Okay.
And so because the option isn't here, but it's written in the municipal code, I submitted it differently. And so I didn't sign one of their Board of Ethics complaints, specific prohibitions, right? That's the 14 items that they list only. And so on the municipal code here of the enforcement for the complaint, it says form, comma, referral to other agencies and request for confidentiality. So it all has to do with that same scenario. Now, when they just went over this in a Board of Ethics meeting on May 20th, right, they had a different complaint that was filed differently. So it's not the same, but it kind of plays into it in the audio and video of that I made of that night. Okay? But here's the gist of it. This first part says any violations of the chapter. So the chapter is defined in the municipal code with those stipulations. This part B says the board may refer the matters to a local, state, or federal enforcement agency that may have jurisdiction over the matter at any stage of the proceedings and may hold in, they're basically putting it on hold because it's a referral now. And so you guys, San Diego County District Attorney's Office, are listed as one of those agencies for the referral. Okay, so that's my basis of coming here. And then I can give these as supporting documents if you need them, but they're all just from the meeting so anyone can get access. Now here's the document that I want to submit. So, and I showed you I just submitted this, so it's the same thing I just submitted. So it's a violation of the Brown Act. Request for referral is for them, but I'm not changing nothing and just giving you guys what I gave them.
Okay.
The date and then the people accused. Okay, and then on the first page, it goes into summaries of different things, right? I'm not going to sit here and read it all because you guys are going to just read it and decide, okay? But in this, I reference in a Attorney General Opinion 23-102, okay? And then with that, then if you have a pen, I'll sign it and date it for you so that way you have a physical signature from me of this per the wording in it. And you can see me sign it, And then the date is 5/29/26. Okay? So now we get into some of the accusations and the reason why I'm dropping it off. These are the links provided. I can send you guys a digital copy too, but I wanted to drop off a physical copy and then show everybody on stream how to do this. Okay, so these are the links.
You're live right now?
Right. You gotta speak up. I'm sure they can kind of hear you, but so anyways, the accusation stems from this image on the first one on the top here. There's 4 council members at one event. Okay, they're all at the same location. Not only did they show up at the same location, they planned the event together, all 4 of them, and it was a fundraiser. Right here is the event. Okay, and it's for Anthony. It's for Tamayo for mayor. Okay, but if you read the advertisement of the event, it says a community fundraiser, and then if you look small up here in the corner, on this corner right here, it says hosted by council members. Okay, those are like key points in all of this right now, because if you asked me if I was going to be a local leader or a council member at a hosted that they're paying for event to do election stuff, well, that's where we get into this now. On their official council member pages, they were tagged in posts advertising his political campaign on their official. Sorry.
What's your name, sir?
My name's Robert.
Robert? I'm investigator Gil Campo or Vince. You call me Vince?
Vince, nice to meet you. Yeah.
So maybe, because it looks like you have a lot of stuff there.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
yeah, that's fine. And I told him at any time if he needs to step away or do his business, he could. I wasn't trying to interrupt him at all, right? Okay. Okay. I've had to go over it twice before at the other place too, so it's not a big deal. I just usually have to give a brief understanding to the person I'm talking to, you know what I mean? But I gotta restart the order.
Yeah. No, you don't. You have to. Definitely don't restart the order.
No,
from
I have
here.
to show you the same thing I did, right? That's why I'm.
Well, let's step over here.
Yeah.
Let's step over here. So before I continue, so are you in the case that you're referring to right now?
Right.
Are you a victim in the case, a defendant in the case?
Well, I built the data, right? I discovered it.
Okay.
And so I am damaged because I'm a resident. One of my council members is involved. Yes.
Okay. So I just want to clarify. Is there a criminal case that you currently have right now?
Okay, so we'll start with this. It's a Board of Ethics violation that I'm saying happened, right? And I don't know, I'm not an investigator. I just have preliminary evidence that suggests that the violation occurred. And then I have a court case.
So you're saying an ethics violation?
Right.
Okay.
It's a Brown Act violation. It's a law. So there is misdemeanor penalties to some charges. It just depends on what it is.
Okay, and without going into just because I want to just get a broad overview of what
Right.
you're referring to here, who is the person that you're alleging is violating some sort of ethics?
These 4 people.
Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Hello. Are you listening in? Could I get your name?
Investigator Cruz.
Thank you. My name is Robert.
Nice to meet you, Robert.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I can understand that. I'm trying to be a little thorough so you can understand the full circumstance.
Oh yeah, no worries. I mean, I definitely can't be here all day, but I definitely also want to hear
Take
what
less
you
than
have to
10
say.
minutes, you know.
Okay. All right. So these are the four folks that you're alleging that are involved. Okay. And these are council members in your personal area.
Jose Preciado is my personal council member. If
Okay.
you're asking me that.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. I'll go ahead and give that back to you right there, Robert.
Thank you.
Okay. And so go ahead and give me, if you can, I don't need like specific details, but just a broad overview, a synopsis essentially of why you think this is occurring.
Okay, so there's 4 council members pictured in this Instagram post that was shared by the Tamayo.
Okay.
And he posted this the day after event, so it didn't raise concerns of the event until I saw who was at the event, correct? Because I couldn't go, I was sick, and things like that. But I have to do research on my council members to make sure that no business is getting handled outside of the city council chambers. And so when you look into who hosted the event, it's by the council members, and it's listed council member at the top of it. And so with that, I have this opinion from Rob Bonta that is in a similar situation.
I'm sorry, just to interrupt you, Robert. Can you point to where you're showing me where it says?
Hosted
Okay, on
by
this side.
council
Gotcha.
members.
Okay. It's a little small.
I know. I put all the exact.
Okay, but they're able to find it though through the internet. It's public.
Right, but if the accusation is right that they had a meeting hours before,
Okay.
they didn't have access to the meeting.
Okay, so is this the premise of what you're?
Yeah. Oh,
you're
definitely.
alleging?
This is what I work on.
So go ahead and let me see this is an opinion from your
Rob
Attorney
Bonta
General.
in a
Okay.
similar situation. Error gave a State of the Union speech,
Okay.
and all the members were there. The difference is, to be completely honest, because you're going to read that, is that it was a charged event for the Chamber of Commerce, which limited the ability for a lot of people to go. Now, in this similar circumstance, it's a limited space area, and it's a bit private business that unless you have business with them, you're probably not just welcome to run amok, right? Let alone on here, it says that you have to RSVP.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, the whole point of the event is to raise funds, which becomes questionable in itself, right? But the real issue is with the council members. You can't have a meeting where you're saying stuff for me, and then me and you are agreeing off what you're saying and using a third party as a, we can clap and agree with you as you're talking about city business because they're all looking at each other, agreeing with each other.
Give me a moment, Robert, if I
Yeah.
can. I'm just going to read a portion of this here.
Oh, no problem. I'm trying to get you the short version.
So, I'm not a Brown Act expert, okay? Essentially what you're referring to is a public corruption, okay? So I'm gonna read this here. And I just wanna make sure that this is kind of the premise of what you're alleging here. So.
It's similar.
Okay.
It's not going to be word for word.
No, I'm not saying that.
Because everything's different.
Sure, everything's contextual.
Right.
There's different circumstances for everything.
Within my statement here.
Well, let me read this to you, just so I want to make sure that we're on the same page here.
No problem. Sorry about that.
So, and I'm reading off of page 5 here of the document that you provided me here. It states, as relevant here, the Brown Act states that every meeting of a city council or other legislative body of a local agency, quote, shall be open in public, and all persons shall be permitted to attend any meeting of the legislative body of a local agency except as otherwise provided in this chapter, end quote. The act elaborates that a member of the public shall not be required as a condition to attendance at a meeting of a legislative body of a local agency to register his or her name, to provide other information, to complete a questionnaire, or otherwise to fulfill any condition precedent to his or her attendance, end quote. Is that essentially what you're alleging, is that there was a violation of this in this particular instance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's
All right.
multiple violations, so that's the problem with it, because once you have that one, it just starts to compound.
Okay, so as any investigation, right, you're going to have a reporting party, right, a witness, a victim. There's it has to be formal, right? We got to collect facts, evidence, do those kind of things. This is not the forum for that here right now. And again, what you're referring to, and I'll put it on the record, I am not a Brown Act expert. All right, I'm going off of what I'm seeing here.
This is
I
just
have
an
heard
opinion, by the way.
Sure, by the Attorney General.
We don't
get
know
it.
what the decision was at the local level. This
Sure.
is the state level.
Sure. So, without knowing that and the background, any of that, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on it and give you information I don't know. But based off the facts you're telling me right now and your opinion, I believe you're referring potentially to what we would call public corruption. I don't know if that's the right term for it, but that's what I'm going to refer to it as public corruption. We have a special unit that investigates that. It's not here. Okay. It's in our downtown office. Right? So, like every, and just like detective, police agencies, there's different divisions that handle different types of crimes, right? So, like I'm a supervisor of the gang prosecution unit and our family protection unit. I'm not a supervisor of public corruption, right? So, that being said, what I'd like to do is if I can get your information, I can forward that to our folks downtown, and then they can reach out to you, and then you can now be able to describe in detail. Because what I wouldn't want you to do is you could recite all of this.
Right. If you're not
and then
being
it'd
the
be
person investigating it, there's
Exactly.
it's the same thing like I was doing with him. I can
Right.
understand the repetitiveness.
Sure.
My position right now
Uh-huh.
is I appreciate what you're saying, and I will leave my information.
Okay, perfect.
Right, and we'll get in contact because, like I said, I wanted to drop what I just submitted to the city council off here today and submit it. I may now I do understand with being at the wrong department, and I can adjust all that. But I'm here at the office. Can I at least submit what I did submit to the city?
Great question, and let me explain to you why. So the way that works with anything criminal here is the local agencies. So you're in Chula Vista right now, right? You're close to National City. You have San Diego Police, Harbor Police. Further, you have San Diego.
It's all the
up there,
same
right?
offices, right?
Well, no, that's the thing. There's individual jurisdictions, local police agencies. They investigate crimes within their jurisdiction. When they're
what I figured. That's why I'm just
Well,
not
I'm-
trying to cut you off. I'm just
No,
saying
I'm
that's
explaining
why
to
I
you.
figured to come here.
Yeah, I'm
'cause
explaining
it's
to you.
the Chula Vista place.
Yeah. Well, this is the district attorney's office for San Diego County. And so what ends up happening is that when they document a crime, they arrest someone, then they submit, at that point, they submit it to the district attorney's office. So to put it in perspective, there are several cases that are documented on a daily basis that the district attorney's office never gets because it's never submitted to us by each individual agency. Does that make sense?
I mean,
Okay.
you know, I can. My opinion is when I did research on who's going to investigate Brown Act allegations through our city municipal code, there was no remedy for a grievance. And so when I AI'd it and tried to, learn something, right, and make my best effort, okay, to find out who does it, I found information that told me the San Diego district attorney would be someone that looks into those scenarios.
Well, and in this particular case, if you're now, because I'm not personally familiar with some of those officials you mentioned, they might be City of San Diego officials as well.
It's all Chula Vista.
Okay. So then the Chula Vista Police Department would have to investigate that, right? Because it's in their jurisdiction. And then, depending on their investigation, then they would submit it to our office. That's how the typical flow goes. So to answer your first question, or going back to it, you'd like to submit this paperwork. Because Chula Vista never submitted a crime report to us, we have nothing to attach that to. And we don't, so we won't have
Can
any
you hear me
business
out on
with
this,
it.
though, the reason why I'm having an issue? So, at the last Board of Ethics meeting on May 20th, there was another ethics complaint that was heard, okay? It was filed differently, right? It was filed under the Chula Vista Municipal Code, which the Board of Ethics could enforce and judge upon. But the reason they denied it was because they thought it was in a different jurisdiction. And one of the reasons, okay, many, but one of the reasons. And I think they made a mistake of not forwarding the referral. And so I personally,
When you say they, who?
the Board of Ethics,
Okay.
specifically, these members
Okay.
listed in this document, right? Because
Okay.
they're all listed.
There's the civil side and there's the criminal side of
Right.
things, right? So the civil side of things, if you're
It's
saying
financial, so it could be criminal.
well, and I was just going to say, so but potentially, but we won't know that to the investigation,
Right,
correct?
right. And
we're not the place.
No,
we're
but
not.
the
Robert,
reason-
hold on, let me finish. So we are not the place to initiate that investigation. It's either going to be, and actually that's who I would refer you to first because this is their jurisdiction, is Chula Vista Police Department. They have the Special Investigations Unit, or SIU. They have a team of folks there that are fully competent and capable. And because this deals specifically with Chula Vista officials, they would be the ones to basically have to investigate that. Based on their findings, they can refer it to our office. All right. At that point, potentially we may get involved back to it's called our Special Operations Division, who handles public corruption type cases. Okay. And you got to understand, especially with stuff like public corruption, it's top secret, super secret squirrel. I I could not even begin to tell you all of the stuff that they have to do there or what's required. So my suggestion to you is this, Robert. I suggest you go over to Chula Vista Police Department on 315 4th Avenue, not too far from here. You ask to speak with someone from the Special Investigations Unit regarding an allegation of potential public corruption, right? I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what you
My
believe in your
definition
opinion.
is a Brown Act violation.
Brown Act
I'm not
violation.
trying to cut you off. I'm just
Okay,
trying to
yeah,
use the correct
and
word.
I don't want to put words in your mouth either.
appreciate
Okay, I'm
that.
paraphrasing.
I appreciate it.
So yeah, that's why I suggest you start, and then depending on what Chula Vista does or decides, then at that point the district attorney's office may be involved. Okay, but what we can't do is we can't skip steps. I can't take paper. I can't, because it's not attached to anything that is relevant to our office. If that makes sense. Okay, it might be down the road. I'm not saying it's not. Maybe down the road it would be, but as we sit here today, there's nothing I can do with your documents.
Right, and with all due respect,
Yes, sir.
you said you're not the expert on it.
No,
So to
correct.
be fair, I don't think I'm talking to the right person.
No, you're not. So that's why I'm referring you to
And
the
so
Chula
with,
Vista
with
Police
all due
Department.
respect,
Uh-huh.
right? Because I'm just trying to call it as it is. And so I have documents here to show someone, and I understand you're saying this is the wrong location. The reason why I came here though was because, like I told you, there was one that wasn't referred, and then it should have been,
That would-
like
that
you're
was-
saying, referred to the police station
Uh-huh.
then. And so I'm getting more information to know what the other, because the city doesn't know.
Okay. Well,
Do
then
you
that's,
see what
that-
I'm saying?
Then that's who it would start
They-
with. Is the Chula Vista Police
Right.
Department? Is a law enforcement agency that handles Chula Vista crimes.
Right.
Okay. So I definitely, by no means am I an expert, but I
Because I'm
know
trying-
enough to tell you that
Yeah. And
there's
I'm
not anything we're going to do for you here
I'm
today.
trying to just tell you the reasons why I'm sent here
Uh-huh.
compared to, like,
Oh.
if City of Chula Vista
Yeah.
knew this,
Yeah.
maybe they would have recommended me come here per the, like I was saying, the change. You know, one is a municipal code, and I'm requesting the referral. And so that's why I'm trying to be very specific according to the municipal code language to stick within the jurisdictions of what I'm supposed to.
Yeah, and,
So-
and that would, and by the way, look, this is, it's a county service, so you coming in here is not a problem at all.
I appreciate that.
I hope I was able to direct you in the right place, but let me do this before you leave. Let me get your information. Can I get a piece of paper and a pen, please?
I mean, if we're not going to file anything, I'm going to have to go to the police department. I'm not trying to be rude.
No,
But
that's
if I
not a
can't
problem.
file anything, why should I leave my information?
Well, what I was going to do is I was going to call the sergeant over there at the Special Investigations Unit,
Right.
just to let him know that you had come in here and that we had spoke.
I'll give you an email. How about that?
Email? Okay. What's an email?
It's Chula Vista
Uh-huh.
Live Data at Gmail.
Vista.
And you can look into some of my work that I do. 'Cause
Live.
It's ChulaVistaLiveData.com.
.com.
But it's at Gmail for the email.
Okay, I'm sorry. Your website is chulavistalivedata.com. Your email is chulavistalivedata
At Gmail.
at gmail.
And that way you can look into some of my work and see what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm working on news stories.
Robert. Okay. Would you be willing to share your last name with me?
It's public on there, but I'm not going to fill in all the blanks because I don't feel like.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Then
I'm
just gonna-
being given the option to leave something when I'm literally here to drop it off.
Fair
I have
enough.
a copy
Fair enough. Is
that
that-
I
is
dropped
that-
off
is
that's
that-
stamped at the city.
Is
So,
that accurate? chulavistalivedata.com?
That is
And then
correct.
at Gmail?
At
Okay.
gmail.com.
So, at gmail.com. Yeah. So I'm going to just give him a heads up, say, hey, I spoke to you. That way he has some kind of reference point when you do walk over there. Okay, Robert, good luck to you.
And I appreciate your help.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you for the service.
Yeah, not a
It's
problem.
been nice that, you know, I know we don't talk much, but, you know, you've listened a lot.
Yeah, not a problem, man. So good luck to you. And depending on what they say, then maybe we might see you again.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
All right.
You guys have a very nice office. I've been trying to show everybody here just to show them what it looks like in here and some of the information you have. Real quick, I know this isn't planned, but is there anything that you would suggest people immediately come here for?
Well, usually we're here, we handle cases, and so victims or witnesses that come in here. So
Gotcha.
it's going to be, we're kind of like secondary to the police departments. But if there's a court hearing that they have, or there's something related to their personal case, as a victim or a witness, they're welcome to come here. If they are a defendant, though, we refer them to the public defender's office because we're on the prosecutor or the district attorney's side.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Just looking for a little information.
All right, man.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
Robert.
You guys have a
Good luck
wonderful
to you, man.
day. I'm out of here.
All right. Take it.
Thanks. All right, you guys. Well, you heard it here. I'm going to the police department now. I wish the city of Chula Vista could have made that recommendation. It would have saved me a trip, and I would have been there faster. So we will go to 2. It's unfortunate. I would have thought they would have wanted to take the submitting of paperwork, but yeah, it is what it is. Oop, wrong way, backwards. Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And we'll have to go down to the Chula Vista Police Department now and drop off this same paperwork and speak with someone in the Special Investigation Unit, I believe is what he said. I mean, if I submitted it with the Board of Ethics,